We had an amazing cruise to Bimini, Bahamas, and these are our top 6 best beaches and snorkeling spots. We rented a golf cart for the day and were able to hit all 6 of these beaches. The Bimini cruise port is located on North Bimini in the Bahamas, and it's only 55 miles from Miami. So after getting off the cruise ship, we walked about a half a mile from the cruise port to Suenjoy's golf cart rentals, and we paid cash for a golf cart. When you get off the ship, you have the choice of taking this free tram, or you can just walk there. We decided to walk there because we wanted to take in these beautiful views. On the right-hand side towards the end of the bridge is the Bimini Public Beach. We're actually going to hit this beach last because we wanted to make sure we got our golf cart rented and we wanted to hit the southern beaches first. As you cross the bridge, you'll see signs on the sidewalk pointing you in the right direction to exit the port. This is the view as you leave the port. You'll see the arch, and then you'll cross the street over to Kayak Beach. At Kayak Beach, you'll veer to the left and you'll follow that road over to Suenjoy's. You'll get to this roundabout with all these rentals. You'll see the Suenjoy sign, and then you'll see a blue building that says Suenjoy's. 140. 120. These are 140. Those ones over there 180. From Suenjoy's golf cart rentals, it's a 2.2 mile drive down to Radio Beach. So we went ahead and rented our golf cart, and this is what the drive looks like down to Radio Beach. You'll notice that in the Bahamas, you drive on the left side of the road. You'll pass Kayak Beach again on the left, and you'll know you're going the right way when you go through this arch to the southern end of North Bimini. As you get to Radio Beach, you're going to pass these colorful buildings, and then you'll see the sign for Radio Beach. So as we explored Radio Beach, we found anywhere that they had rock outcroppings, these were the best places to snorkel. So we locked up our golf cart, and then we headed over to see what was available at Radio Beach. So there's no lifeguards on duty here, and as you walk over, you'll see that they have a few different food stores. And if you want to rent beach chairs or beach umbrellas, it was $40 for 2 beach chairs and $80 for all 3. We had brought our towels, so we opted not to rent those, and we just laid out our towels and went snorkeling. So as we got in the water to snorkel, we saw all sorts of little fish. We did notice that there are some jellyfish here, but they were small enough that they were easy to navigate around, and we had a great time snorkeling here. After snorkeling, we got out of the water and we decided to take a walk down Radio Beach. Radio Beach was amazing. After we were done snorkeling and exploring, we decided to get into our golf cart and head down to the next beach. So we drove the 0.4 miles from Radio Beach to the North Bimini Shipwreck and southernmost beach. As you get to the end of the road, the paved road turns into a dirt road. There's a cemetery on the right. Then you're going to drive this road through a grove of trees and park your golf cart there. You'll see the cemetery. As you're driving into the grove of trees, on the right-hand side, you have the option to drive up there, and that'll take you directly to the shipwreck, but the best snorkeling is at the end. So we went ahead and drove to the end, and this is where we parked and then walked out on the beach to do some snorkeling. As you walk out of the grove of trees, this is where we got in. We snorkeled around the southern tip. There's all these rocks, and there's a lot of fish around here. Then we snorkeled back. We got out, and then that's where you'll walk up to the shipwreck. So this is what it looks like as you walk out onto the beach. And this sandy entrance is where we got in to start snorkeling. After snorkeling, we got out in the same spot, and then we walked north along the beach heading towards the shipwreck. Because the shipwreck is surrounded by rocks, we got in at this little cove and then we snorkeled up to the shipwreck. We had such a fun time snorkeling at the Bimini shipwreck and the southernmost beach. This by far was our favorite place to snorkel on all of Bimini. Once we were done snorkeling and hanging out at the beach, we got back into our golf cart and then we drove the 3.4 miles up to the northernmost beach on northern Bimini. On Google Maps, there was no name for this beach, but because of its location, we're calling it Northern Bimini Beach. You're going to go through this entrance area, and then you're going to come up on the entrance of the beach club at Bimini, or the Resorts World Bimini Beach entrance. So you're going to go past this, you're going to go around a curve, and then that's where you'll get to Northern Bimini Beach. So you go around this roundabout, and then we parked on the very northern end of Northern Bimini Beach. We had an amazing time swimming and hanging out at Northern Bimini Beach. Once we were done, we hopped into our golf cart and we only had to drive 1/10 of a mile over to the beach club at Bimini. They've got a designated parking area for golf carts, and we had strategically planned this so we could use the bathroom, so we could eat and relax at this amazing resort. This resort includes a beautiful beach, beach umbrellas, beach chairs, 2 pools, multiple bars, restaurants with all-you-can-eat food. Overall, just an amazing resort. So we pulled into the golf cart parking lot, we found a space, we locked up our golf cart, and then in the middle of the parking lot, there's a trail that takes you to the resort. As you walk up, you'll see the pickup and drop-off spot for the free tram, and then when you walk into the right, there's your first bar right there that you can get something to drink. As we walked past that, we saw that they've got changing cabanas, so you can change out of your regular clothes into your bathing suit. Or if you're wet and you wanted to change into some dry clothes, they've got those facilities there. They've got a wood trail system that goes through the resort, and they've got a lot of signs so you can easily find where you're going. Then we walked over to the restaurant on the southern end. They call the restaurants Beach Eats. So we went to Beach Eats South. You can see they have fountain drinks, and then you walk up and they've got a menu that you can choose from, and you can order whatever you want. Once you get your food, then you can walk over to one of the tables. They have these fans that keep the flies away, and the food was delicious. On the northern end of the resort, they've got the DJ set up, so they've got music going and just a super fun atmosphere in the pool. So we decided to explore the rest of the resort, and this is what it looks like. We had an amazing time at the beach club at Bimini. We were able to eat delicious food and drinks. We were able to go swimming in the pools, lay out at the beach, go swimming in the ocean, hanging out with friends. Overall, this was an amazing experience. So we still had about 2 hours before the cruise ship was going to leave, so we decided to head back and to return our golf cart to Sue and Joy's Golf Cart Rentals. This was a 0.9 mile drive back. So after returning our golf cart, then we walked over to Kayak Beach. This is only 1/10 of a mile, so it's a really short walk, and we were able to explore this small little beach. As we got closer to the water, we noticed that there were a lot of jet skis, a lot of kayaks, canoes, and because of all these watercrafts, we didn't do any snorkeling at Kayak Beach. After exploring Kayak Beach, we walked the 1/10 of a mile over to the Bimini Public Beach. We had an amazing time snorkeling here, exploring, and laying out. We walked over and they've got this old boat that's been repurposed as a food and bar area. And then we walked over to the stand to see how much the beach chair rentals are. How much are the rentals here?
2 chairs, one umbrella is 60. Then we have one chair, one umbrella 45.
Okay. We walked over to the bridge area and we saw this sign that the cruise ship guests are only allowed on this side of the beach. The other side is private. So we laid out our towels on this side of the beach and we decided to explore and then get in the water and go snorkeling underneath the bridge. We had an amazing time snorkeling here. After we were done, we got out and we just hung out at the beach until it was time to get back onto the cruise ship. So this wraps up our top 6 best beaches and snorkeling spots on Bimini. And I hope this helps you if you want to rent a golf cart and explore all these beaches on your own.